Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to our podcast. Today I'm talking with Gijsje Keizer, Stan de Graaf, Pim Hensen, Guusje Boeien, and me, Maud Sambrink. And we're going to be talking about a little but an impressive bird, the wheatear.
Fun.
This bird is mainly found in the Netherlands. And Guusje, who is the wheatear?
The wheatear is a tiny singing bird who mainly lives in open places like headlands and dunes. What makes him special is it's one of the world's most migratory songbirds and breeds in very few places. But it still breeds a lot here.
Oh, that's
Texel.
nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
And why does it get threatened?
Well, first of all, they are losing their breeding places. Wheatears live breeding gaps that are made by bunnies in the dunes. But because of a disease, the bunnies are dying out.
Oh.
And because of that, there will be less gaps. So that means less breeding places. There are only around 100 breeding pairs left in the Netherlands. And also, besides that, the landscapes are also changing. The places where the wheatear is normally nesting are now growing more and more trees and plants. As a result, the open sandy spots where they need to find their food and build their nest are disappearing.
Oh, that's very impressive.
No, it's bad. It's really bad.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Cats and rats are also a really big threat for the wheatears. Cats are hunters and like to chase little things. Sometimes they also catch the birds and their eggs. Rats eat everything they see and also the eggs of the wheatears. If the eggs get eaten, there will be less new little wheatears.
And during the winter months, the wheatear stays in Africa. It goes there to escape the cold winters here in the Netherlands. But even in Africa, areas change due to drought and agriculture. On the way to Africa, they may face poor weather conditions, lack of food, and other dangers that prevent many wheatears from reaching their destination.
Poor things.
And what does the calf on Texel do?
The calf is an important nature reserve for the wheatear. The open sandy spots provide good nesting places and plenty of insects to eat. But in the area also has negative aspects, like if too much changes are made, the wheatear may lose its nesting places.
And how can we make the habitat of the wheatear better?
Well, you can, of course, change it in various ways.
Yeah, that's true.
Creating more open dune landscapes so the wheatear have more room to live.
Maybe you need to also prevent too many bushes and trees from growing.
And ensuring peace and quiet, like wheatears need a quiet place to breed.
Ensure clean, natural area. Keeping the area clean and will keep the wheatear's habitat safe for the birds.
Yeah.
And how does it get protected right now?
The wheatear is protected in several ways. Nature reserves such as dunes on Texel are close to people and animals. Cats and rats which eat eggs are also better controlled. Scientists research the wheatear and keep track of how the birds are doing.
And what does climate change do on the wheatear?
Well, the wheatear arrives too late or too early because of the temperature.
The wheatear loses its home.
And there's less food for the wheatear and there are many heavy storms.
More birds are adjusting.
And what is the effect of humans?
Humans affect the wheatear in several ways. The constructions of houses and roads eliminate the open areas where the birds live. Farming toxins made it harder for the wheatear to find enough insects. Hikers, cyclists and loose dogs also disturb the peace of their habitat. The bird is even hunted in some areas, further reducing the population.
That's not good.
No,
And what can we do to help it?
Oh, I like that question.
Yeah, I like it really much because we can
We need to do something.
Yeah, we can keep the wildlife areas clean and do not disturb breeding spots.
Do not allow cats to walk freely in sensitive wildlife areas.
Yeah.
And support nature organizations.
And educate others about the wheatear and why it needs protection.
For real.
Yeah.
So, the wheatear is a special bird, but it needs our help. By working together, we can protect its habitat and ensure that it remains for many generations to come.
So everyone help!
Bye!
Bye!